gentlemen, and welcome to Racing in Queensland this evening. We've got a jam-packed 30 minutes in front of us with interviews from Sean Ritchie, Tom Magnier, Les Kelly, plus all the news, tips for the quaddie legs at Eagle Farm, plus the size produce. Ken Sizzling run the 7 furlongs. Will he back up in the TJ? All the news here on Racing in Queensland. And let's not muck around, let's get straight into the preview where we're going to preview the size produce. And tonight is joining us is Robbie Heathcote and Ben Donoghue. I'll start with you, Ben. Big pressure on after last week, tipping Fantastic Blue.
Yeah, Jess, the only problem with that is that I've set a bit of a precedent now, so we'll see how we can go this Saturday, and hopefully, Rob, you can steer us into a few winners as well.
I don't know if they'll be coming from my stable, Ben, not this week. I mean, this time last week maybe, but, I was staring down the barrel of Buffering and Excellentes and Falcaire, but whilst I've got 7 runners this week, I don't have anything I think is a good thing, but they'll still race well.
Either foxing or take heed, punters.
And saying he's not got much, he's got plenty next week, so stay tuned during the show, and Rob will lead you into plenty of winners. Now, Ben, race 3, what do you like?
The size produce is going to be very difficult to go past Sizzling. I don't want to go starting the obvious. Supposedly during the week he ran very well in track weight, beating Beltone somewhat comprehensively. He's on top for mine. I'm going to put Dancing Stars for second. Saluta for third for Jason McLaughlin. I remember this horse winning very well at its first few starts. I'll put it in for some value. Academus for fourth. Sizzling on top, the obvious from Dancing Stars, Saluta and Academus. Rob?
I can't go past Sizzling. Simple as that. Sizzling is he's done everything right from day one. First time he stepped on the track, he's been the goods. He's the real deal. He's the best 2-year-old in this state, and I think he'll prove it on Saturday with a Group 1.
You say he's the real deal. What do you mean by that?
Oh, look, he's a professional, and full credit to Kelso Wood as well. We know Kelso's a very astute trainer. He doesn't run them unless he thinks they can win, and that's important to me. And I was standing in the trainer's bar when Kelso won down at the Gold Coast. There was one happy relieved man on what was a pretty shifty, nasty track that day, and the horse got the job done. He's come back to town off a speed that didn't favour the run on horses.
Yeah.
Bang, he hit the line. He beat all of these. I think he'll beat them again.
I even think if he misses the start, he's still going to be there at the finish. Rob, here's a question for you. Do you think Kelso will push on to the TJ?
Kelso's a conservative trainer, I think, but if they knock off this, I think Lee Matthews is a pretty persuasive guy.
Curl the old mother.
Just slightly.
They'll be going to the TJ. Yeah.
No, I'm going to tip Academius to turn the tables here. He was 3 wide in the race. He's having his 3rd run this preparation, and I think he'll turn the tables on Sizzling. Obviously, Sizzling's a horse to beat, but I'm tipping Academius to turn the tables on Sizzling and Dances on Stars, who isn't a leader, but Glenn Schofield and Gerald Ryan will hopefully take a sit with Dances on Stars, and he'll be running on.
Just to interrupt very quickly, Robbie, I see the jockey on Gay to Deceiver, Patrick Holmes. Have you heard of him? Have you seen him before?
Yeah, Patrick Holmes is a Kiwi guy. He's been over here for a month or 2 now. In fact, I had him on one of mine last week at Ipswich, and it was involved in a float incident and didn't take part. But he's a Group 1 jockey. Okay. He's ridden a Group 1. He rides well.
Does he?
Yeah. Don't hesitate, punters out there. Pat Holmes on it. He'll give it every chance.
Now race 5. Ben, what do you like here?
Race 5.
The Dane Ripper.
The Dane Ripper, this is going to be a lead up to the Stradbroke in a week's time. Wealth Princess is there, Divorces, Screen. Rob, you got Philadelphia, she's drawn wide, big weight. Sophie Spirit for Maxie Hinton, punters. She's a very consistent mare, and from the gate 1 she'll ping, she'll be there. I'm going to put her on top. I'm going to hope for you, Rob, but I seriously think Philadelphia is a very, very strong mare, and I'm not sure how you're going to ride her, but she will be steaming home at some point in time. Bonnie Mac for 3rd, and for Gay Upon This Rock, it's going to be rock hard fit.
Yeah, no, I like Bonnie Mac here from the 8. She's got the form. She had 6 starts for 5 wins. She's by Thorn Park out of a Gold Bros mare. She's got all the credentials. She had 2 starts at the distance for 2 wins, and she beat Sistine Angel, who ran in the BT, or was it last week? Didn't she run in the big race there?
Yeah, ran home well in the 10,000.
Yeah, so I think she's the one on top. From all the right moves, I caught up with Les Kelly during the week, and we're going to catch up with him right now after this. And I like Upon This Rock from the Gay Waterhouse. Gay Waterhouse, she's flying. She's just nearly unbeatable in a lot of her races. What do you put that down to?
I think Jessie Gay, it's been well known that Gai focuses her attention on the carnival races. She's done it year in, year out, and be it the Melbourne Spring Carnival, perhaps not so much the Melbourne Spring Carnival, but particularly in her own backyard. Yeah. She has her horses firing for that, and maybe the Queensland Winter Carnival, a little bit of a spill-on effect from that, but certainly she was so dominant during the recent Autumn Carnival in Sydney, and we're seeing a couple of nicer horses carry on.
Robbie, I alluded to Philadelphia. Any indication as to how you might ride her on the weekend with the weight, with the barrier? You got the Whiz Kid on board.
Yeah, she had a little setback, Ben. After her last run, I wasn't totally happy the way she hit the line. I won the race with a nice horse called Solzhenitsyn, and I felt that Philadelphia had a nice run. Even though the sectional of Solzhenitsyn made it that it was going to be tough for anything to run him down, I still thought her work showed, leading up to that she'd let down better than she did. She didn't. A subsequent blood showed she had a couple of abnormalities, and we've since treated her, given her some antibiotics. So her work through the week on Tuesday decided, yes, I'm going to run you on Saturday. There's still an element of doubt, and you're right, we throw in barrier 17. Looks like a little bit of rain maybe up till the races on Saturday. So, there's a few queries, but gee, James McDonald, I think I'll leave it up to him. Yeah,
Jay McDonald, he's no relative, but he's a born natural in the saddle. And this was a funny state. True fact, I was talking with Debbie Rogerson this time last year when they came over with Dowager Queen. She said then that James McDonald was the best rider ever to come out of New Zealand. And that was a year ago. And I'll tell you what, she's not far from the money.
Shane Dye might have something about that, but we'll see.
Yeah, behind across.
But the way this boy's going, store this tape, for 10 years' time, we look back and say, what a true prophecy, because the way he's going in 10 years' time, he could well be the best jockey to come out of New Zealand. He's already gone to Hong Kong. His ride when he won the big one up there, the Queen Elizabeth, I think, the pundits are saying it was as good a ride as you'll ever see on the big stage, and, he's just a young lad. And he's had a couple for me and punched them both home, so I love him.
All right, now I caught up with Les Kelly during the week where he talks about his horse All the Right Moves and skating on ice. Joining me is Les Kelly from the Gold Coast Stables, and Les, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Jesse.
Now tell us, you got 3 runners in town. The best of them looks to be All the Right Moves. You got Skating on Ice and Beat Hog. Can you tell us how All the Right Moves have been coming along?
Yeah, worked really well this morning. Michael Carl rode her work. Really happy with her. She's progressed since the last run. Expect a big showing on Saturday.
Now, how does she fare at the distance?
No, that won't be any problems. The 1400 will suit her, and Eagle Farm will suit her, the bigger track.
Now, one of your other runners is Beat Hog. Looks to be well placed.
Yeah, she drew off the track last start, had no luck. She's probably right up where it hurts in grade, but she's going well and has got a rough each way chance of big odds.
We love the big odds on this show, mate, so I think we'll be having a little bit on it, Les. And the other one of your runners is Skating on Ice.
Yeah, she was a bit disappointing first up, but she's progressed well since, and I would think she'd run well too on Saturday. She's in the same race as Beat Hog and should be a good each way chance as well.
And so, tell me, you got a few other runners down on the coast?
Probably a couple of runners at the coast. Go Kingpin, he's sort of been freshened up since his last run. 1400's probably a little bit short for him, but the horse is going well and he loves the track here, and I expect him to go okay.
Well, Les, we love the big price winners on this show, and hopefully we'll have a little bit on Beat Hog and Skating on Ice at big odds.
No worries then, Jesse. Thanks for that.
The carnival is glamorous fashion and Group 1 glory.
The carnival is an event the whole family can enjoy.
The carnival is when all my hard work pays off.
The carnival is Australia and New Zealand's test match for horse racing.
Ladies, kick up your heels this Saturday at the Treasury Casino, Queensland Oaks Day. See Australasia's best fillies battle it out in the classic Queensland Oaks and soak up the fashion and style at Brisbane's most glamorous race day. Tickets through Ticketek or visit brc.com.au.